Vanakkam, I'm Dr. Shweta Shetty, Chairperson of National Women's Party. Basically, I'm from Hyderabad. So, I'm in Tamil Nadu. I just wanted to have a few lines in Tamil. இனியும் நியாயமான உரிமைகளுக்கு அங்கீகாரங்களுக்கு கூட போராடி கொண்டிருக்க முடியாது. எங்களுக்கான தளங்கள் மாற வேண்டும் என்றால் நாங்களே களத்தில் இறங்க வேண்டும் என்று புரிதலில் உருவாகி உள்ளது தேசிய பெண்கள் கட்சி. This is few lines I tried in Tamil, but next meeting I'll try to improve more my pronunciation and everything. So, thank you. So I would like to start this press meet with Swami Vivekananda, the greatest source of India, quoted, "There is no chance for the welfare of the world unless the condition of the women is improved. It is not possible for a bird to fly on with one wing, but even after 72 years, that is 864 months, that is 26,280 days after independence, still a bird called India, still flying on one wing, where most of the women are linked to family and household codes." So why is this happening? Do we need to empower women? Yes. Empowering is to make them independent from mind, right thought, decision making, leaving behind all the family and social limitations. It is to bring equality for both men and women in the society. It is to uplift them socially, economically, educationally, politically with sound health. The girl challenge begins in the mother's womb itself. And there are many NGOs working for this empowerment of women, and even our government in 1992 has set up a body, National Commission for Women, to look after, to monitor all the women matters, and even had a policy, National Policy for Empowerment of Women in 2001. But still the girl faces challenges. You have female feticide, domestic violence, sexual harassment at workplace, rape, sexual assault, this goes on. So the challenge of the girl begins here before her birth. It is considered, it is believed in India, boys as producers, girls are consumers, son a family asset, daughter a liability. And because of these attitudes, according to a report, it is 6 out of 10 girls wish they were boys. I repeat, 6 out of 10 girls wish they were boys. So why this discrimination? When you love her as a mother, you love her as a sister, you love her as a wife, but why not as a daughter? If this female feticide continues, by 2020, there will be 25 million surplus men in India. So where are we up to? Yatra naryastu pujante ramanta tatra devata has been a culture where the girl is worshipped as Devi and Shakti. On the other hand, she has no right to live. When you look at domestic violence, why do Indian women experience domestic violence? It is because of the patriarchal attitudes which are entrenched in the minds of the people. And so is the discrimination towards women. And it is a part of the social system where men are considered superior to women. In patriarchy, women are controlled through violence or threat of violence. And according to a survey by United Nations, it is 27%, almost 1/3 of all married women, ages between 15 to 49 years, have experienced domestic violence. And women bear this physical violence to prevent their children from undergoing hardship after the separation. And financial stigma is also another factor. When you talk about sexual harassment in workplace, nowadays it is a part of social trend, and it is to only demean women and to crush them before they become more powerful. For example, a recent article in a leading newspaper 2 months ago is about the harassment of women journalists by male politicians. One of the journalists, because she raised her voice, she was trolled for months, more photographs were posted on net, she was threatened to rape and so on. So the unfortunate thing here is the male do not support their female counterparts. And many such incidents are brushed under the carpet due to lack of support. When you talk about women education, what is the literacy rate of India? It is just 73% when compared to US with 99% and China with 96%. And women literacy is less than 50% in most of the areas in India. So why it is so? You are seeing child dropouts by 25% in 8th standard. By 9th and 10th it is reaching to 50% of child dropouts. And most of them are girls. What is the reason for these child dropouts? It could be lack of toilet facility, it could be non-provision of sanitary napkins, it could be lack of midday meals, it could be child marriages. Child marriages. You see every year 3 crores of child marriages are reported in India. And according to UNICEF, it declared 40% of child marriages across the globe are from India. And UNICEF estimated it would take 50 more years to eradicate these child marriages in our country. And we are talking in this 21st century about 3G, 4G and 5G. Now we are thinking of constructing toilets, which is a basic amenity of a woman in her daily life. When you talk about women's health, you see maternal deaths, you have iron deficiency anemia, you have malnutrition, and India tops the list in maternity mortality rate. There are about 1 crore 56 lakhs abortions every year, and there is 1 in 3 maternal death. And we could not combat a simple iron deficiency anemia in all these 72 years. When you talk about women employment, why women are paid 30% less than the men for the same kind of work we do? Why it is so? When you talk about women workforce, only 14% of Indian workforce are women. When compared to China, 85% of women are into workforce. So this is one of the main reasons why our GDP is just 2.8 trillion compared to China with 14.6 trillion economy. Such a vast difference in the GDP. So why I am emphasizing some of these issues here, even after many initiatives taken by the government, like you have Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao, you have Protection of Women Against Domestic Violence Act 2005, you have Protection of Women Against Sexual Harassment Act 2013, you have Nirbhaya Act, but still the challenges are continuing. So the reason for this is the poor participation of women in politics, and this has the direct effect on amending these policies and legislations. Women contribute to 50% of Indian population. And the Constitution of India, which is drafted by participation of 15 women, clearly states Article 14, 15 and 16 to grant equality to all men and women in all spheres of life without any gender discrimination. Article 39D clearly states equal pay for both men and women for equal work. So where is the equality? The way back 33% reservation for women, which was put forward in 1996, was approved in Rajya Sabha in 2008, was lapsed in 2014. So what do you think? Why these are not amending? So the only reason is poor participation of women in politics. Imagine only 11% of Indian Parliament contribute women. When you look at other countries like US and Britain, in 1950, there were just 3 to 4% of women participation has increased to 10 times now. Rwanda with 61.6% of women participation. Bolivia with 53.6% of women participation. Whereas India has increased just 2 times. Just 2 times from 1950 till today. Recently, 2 months ago, Japan's parliament also passed a law to encourage more female candidates to stand for election. And according to United Nations, which is a video survey, which is a survey done on MLAs, clearly observed and stated, women-led constituencies show more progress and performance, which is a clear sign of economic growth and development of India. Women are considered the largest untapped reservoir of talent in this world. So, it's high time for Indian women to join politics, enter the parliament to discuss, debate and amend these policies and legislations. And when you talk about women participation or women contribution, it is only done on an International Women's Day or a Mother's Day or just before elections about her participation in elections and allotment of seats to them. So why do we need beg to seats to them? Why don't we come up with our own political party?